I don't know if anyone asked you this, so I've not seen this go out yet. But what is Jeffrey's response to Will slapping Chris Rock? What was I feel like
I don't know. I don't know what Geoffrey would say. Uh,
I want to know Joseph.
yeah, Geoffrey would probably say, that was a huge fly, man. Wow. um, you know, it's another one of those things that it's always you report you have opinions on events that you're not part of.
Right.
I wasn't there. I didn't see it. And I saw the recording on television. You see what I'm saying? And because I work in television as well, I know that some of it could be artificial.
Copy. So your thought was maybe this was.
Well, exactly. Yeah. But for me, that show, that evening, the most important part of that evening was Will Smith winning the Oscar. And that is, yeah, everything else pales in significance. However, that pales in significance to the slap. But for me, that winning the Oscar was the moment, the magic moment of that night.
And that's probably one because of the relationship that you have and what he's been aspiring for over these years. And it's interesting, you've seen the beginning of his career. Because I would say we'll debate this in our studio, like who's the biggest even actor or let's say black actor. And you got Denzel, but I think Will is just in another. Now Denzel's a guy, but I think in terms of like impact movies, Independence Day, Bad Boys, Men in Black, Fresh Prince.
Yeah, he is. Yes, he is. He is the movie star. Yeah.
Yes. Now, Mr. Marcell, as we close out, what is the goal right now in your career? Are we just enjoying ourselves? Are we just like, hey, I did it? Are we still hungry? Is there still a moment we're trying to chase? What is the goal, and how do we?
I asked myself that today. I just, um, I I sometimes don't want to work as hard, and then when I'm not working as hard, I think, oh, for heaven's sake, why am I working so hard? So it drives me nuts. No, I have, I have the big project coming on for the spring. Look it up. My mind's not working. It's called Marcus Passion, and that's the next thing I'm doing with the orchestra and the chorus in New York. It you know it's really hard. The things I used to be able to do without effort requires a lot of effort now. I've just finished playing Sir Peter in the School for Scandal. I did that for about 14 weeks, and it's what we call a restoration comedy. It's set in 1994, and learning it was hard work.
Wow.
And it's not the learning of it, it's the retaining what you have learned. Whereas once upon a time, I can look at it and remember it, and I can remember the same thing a week later. Now I actually need to sit down and apply myself. And as Sir Anthony Hopkins says, 200 times, 200 times. I'm not an athlete, so I don't need 10,000 hours of practice, but it's come to that. So the things, what I'm trying to say is that I can still do it, but it's not as easy as it used to be.
Right.
I know all the shortcuts and stuff, but I can't do them. I know them, but I can't do them. My mind doesn't work as quickly.
And this is my wrap out question to tie into that. How hard was it to prepare for the return of Bel Air when you returned Was that a process as well?
Or was it easy?
Oh, God, you don't miss anything. I was not no that man. That's quite a story. That one. I mean, I'll tell you the whole thing, and you can pick what you like. So I was touring with the School for Scandal at the first half of this year, February to June, and we were. I think we were somewhere in the north of England, and my agent said, we just heard from Will Smith's company. They want you to come and be in, to do a guest spot on Bel Air. And I told them, well, we can't because you're doing the play and you won't be finished till June. And they said, well, the season finishes at the end of May, so So then they got a request from Will's people saying, could you send us a schedule of his tour? So they sent them a schedule of the tour. And then I had 3 days off. I think it was the 10th of May to the 13th of May. And they said, we'll do it then.
Okay.
So I was in Liverpool. They flew me from Liverpool after the Saturday night show to Los Angeles.
Is that private jet? Is that private jet?
No, man. I should have asked for a private jet. Oh, you see, I should have. Well, next time. well, they flew me. They flew me.
Wanted to. That's why I'm like.
They flew me in comfort. Let's put it that way. And so we did that. I had the costume. Then I had the rest of the evening off. Then next morning they picked me up at 7. I went off to Woodland Hills or where it was. I recorded this thing. I met the director and all this stuff, and we did it. And then it took me back home about 8 p.m. My son is an actor and lives in Los Angeles, so we had coffee the next morning. I got taken to the airport. I flew back to London, arrived on the Wednesday. They drove me to the theater, and I did the show on Wednesday night. Now, the magic of it is that I never imagined such things happen, but they do, and they did because Will decided this is the man I want. You must get this man. And it's magic, and I enjoyed it. I don't know. I can't really give you an opinion of the series of Bel Air. I've only seen the first 2 episodes, and this one because it isn't over here at the moment. It's on streaming, so we can't. Yeah. But I would like to see it, and I must see it now because they really they flattered me, and it's nice. Yeah. But what is marvelous about it is the fact that Will Smith has managed, with all the the irritations and the stuff that's gone on in his life so far, to still maintain something artistic and creative as well as his movies. It has to be admired.
Well, Mr. Joseph Marcell, this was a great first one-on-one. Don't be a stranger to our platform. I'm sure there's so many other things we could touch on.
Next time we'll do that. Please, let's have it next time.
Yes, we will. We'll make sure we stay in contact. But with that being said, keep going. That's our motto here. So even on those rough days, just say, oh, and push through it, because you are inspiration. And again, when you came on, you made the whole team light up. And that's what you represent, the light that is needed in our world. So with that being said, thank you for stopping by Hype Plus.
Thank you, and God bless you, and long may we continue strong.
Enjoy this teaser? You can watch the full interview right now at hypersclub.com, along with more behind the scenes and additional content.